Hey everyone, it's me, Noah Me on the York Truth, and today we're going to be talking about the impeachment resolution that was just passed in the House of Representatives. So this video is partially in relation to the previous video I was talking about with impeachment, which was when the Republican legislators decided to storm, as the media puts it, although it wasn't really storming. Although that's how they put it. Anyway. They did that, and which pretty much delayed the whole closed doors testimony for one of the government officials who was apparently testifying against Trump over the whole Ukraine transcript thing. Although it's unsure what the situation is when it came to from that guy's response and what he said. Anyway, the Republicans, including President Trump, have been calling for this resolution for quite a long time because, like I said before in the previous video, normally there is a formal vote that goes before the impeachment inquiry, and Nancy Pelosi, in her own infinite democratic wisdom, which is very little, decided to do the impeachment anyway without actual formal vote. And as it turned out, decided to bite her in the ass because, like I said before, the Republicans wanted this vote to be called on, so that's what happened. Now, as expected, the Democrats supported this all the way. However, there were two Democratic congressmen who happened to decide to defy the rest of the Democrats and vote against it. The two Democrats were Representative Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey and Colin Peterson of Minnesota, who represent districts that backed Trump back in 2016. So I'm pretty sure that definitely played a role in them deciding to defect alongside the Republicans. Now, there was also a non-Democrat that decided to vote for the resolution, and his name was Justin Amash. But he was a former Republican who decided to leave the party about a year ago. But nonetheless, not a single Republican decided to vote in favor of this. And this just speaks volumes, because this is apparently just a partisan. It's just a partisan show, nothing more. Nancy Pelosi is just trying to build up her base in order to get the Democrats what they wanted, that is impeachment and overturn of the 2016 election. And considering this vote, she doesn't really have that support. She doesn't. All she's doing right now is energizing Trump's, because after all, after 3 years of this constant call for impeachment, even before he even was inaugurated to the White House, even before that, there was still impeachment, or calls for impeachment. People have been very tired of this, very specifically to Trump voters. And after this, it's just going to be very clear amongst the entire American demographic that this is just a partisan political job. Nothing more, nothing less. Of course, it does allow the inquiry to continue, and it does establish many rules. But it's not. It doesn't seem to go according to plan. I mean, forget about the whole partisan issue that's been involved with this entire resolution. Within this entire process since the inquiry was announced a few weeks ago, as a result of the Ukrainian transcript, it has been very secretive, very, very secretive. Testimonies happened to be closed doors. Republicans did not really have a much involvement in the inquiry, and Democrats basically ran the entire show. Like I said before, it's been a partisan partisan hit on the president of the United States. That's all it is, and it's apparent. It's kind of funny because the Democrats have not learned from what happened with Bill Clinton, and it's just, I'm sorry, it's just really funny. The Republicans in a way did the same thing back in the 1990s with Bill Clinton, and now they're doing somewhat the same thing with Donald Trump. They're just going on to try to impeach him, and I think this is going to come back to bite them in the ass. There have been so many comments I've seen from other YouTubers who actually talked about this very situation. That the Democrats just kissed their chances of getting the presidency and the House of Representatives for this upcoming election. And I happen to agree with that. Because no one really wants to talk about impeachment. No one. All this is just a drawn out issue that's honestly been pushed by the mainstream media and by the Democrats for a while now. All people really care about is just gain a good job, gain a lot of money, having lower taxes, that sort of thing. And so far, Donald Trump has been delivering on his promises. So that's why it's all this is going to do is just beef up his base, and it's probably even going to give him a little bit more support. I'm willing to bet that this whole impeachment process, because of the partisanship as well as how it's been implemented so far, will just it will lose support from amongst the Democrats. And I know they I know that the mainstream media and the Democrats have said that a majority of Americans support impeachment. However, the reason why that's been going on is because of the release of some information as regarding to this impeachment process, and that's about it. They have been very selective about this, and they intended to use that as a means to try to smear Donald Trump. But considering that the vote is now very partisan, with the Democrats mainly supporting this and all the Republicans not voting in favor of it, I think that the American people are going to take this information with a huge grain of salt as a result. There's literally, I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the case. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to have second thoughts over the fact that it's total partisan politics. And again, all this does is going to make Trump look like the victim, and which, by the way, he is the victim of these accusations and stuff. And all this is he's going to get a lot of support among the independents. That's all this is going to result. And in the end, the Democrats will only have themselves to blame. Because they have been conceding so much to the far left, to the regressive, to the ones who are so anti-Donald Trump that they just want to get rid of him despite all the good things that he so far has done. They just want to get rid of him for the sake of getting rid of him. And they have conceded so much that they have now had to have a major position of power that's managed to influence, the impeachment inquiry as a result. And again, the Democrats themselves have only themselves to blame. And I'm willing to bet, by the time 2020 comes around, the Democrats, after losing the House of Representatives, or most likely losing the House of Representatives, and losing the presidency to a second term for Donald Trump, that they will have only themselves to blame. But whether or not they realize that or not, will just be another story altogether. My name is Beyond the Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding how I make my videos, such as how I frame them, or how I speak, or anything of that nature, please be sure to post them down in the comment section down below, or directly message me up above. Thank you.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains.